Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be discussing the upcoming solar eclipse, which is happening in Aries sign in Ashwini Nakshatra. So this eclipse is on the 20th of April, 2023, and it starts at 7 o'clock till the 12:30 p.m. and peak at 9:46 a.m. New Delhi, India time. So where all it is visible, how does this actually impact you all? I'll be sharing in segments, and I will be adding one more ingredient as usual, something different. So I will be sharing with you, if you have a natal chart of yours in your birth chart, if you have any planet in Aries sign. So what happens when this eclipse is happening? That is, so sorry. So what happens when Rahu is there in the Aries sign in transit over the natal planets? So I will be sharing my insights on the same. Stay tuned, and please do subscribe my channel and do hit the like button if you like the video towards the end. A lot of material which is coming up in this video. So stay tuned. You will get to know about each and every aspect I will try to cover in this video as well, because it's a very, very important eclipse and a very unsettling kind of an event which is happening in the sky for some. So it is good for some also. Don't think that it is only going to give only negative results, because people are talking a lot about the eclipses, Guru Chandal Yog, Mercury retrograde, exchange between Mars and Mercury, all that, and Saturn's aspect on the eclipse. So yes, there is a lot of energy, and before making this video, for good 1 hour, I was having hiccups, and they did not stop as if they don't want to stop. So that's the reason, I am going live so late, because it took me 1 hour to reach this video. So you can imagine, this is a commotion kind of a phase, because, Jupiter is in Gandanta, Sun being the ruler of Aries sign, exalted Sun, but in Rahu Ketu axis, the soul, the Atma Karaka, and moon also will be joining in, and there will be today is a new moon when I'm making this video, and we are heading to there's a lot of commotion happening for everybody. So and of course Mercury is stationary also, so the hiccups, etc., the communication gap, the communication issues, all that because of my own self or something which obviously I couldn't control. So all these are the events, or the timing is such that you are just feeling a lot of energy, because when there are many things happening in the sky, a lot of transits happening in the sky, so they impact us somewhere or the other. But definitely you have to also check your natal chart. Until and unless, please hear me out clearly what I'm trying to say here. Until and unless you have a 6, 8, 12 lords in this Rahu Ketu axis, in Aries sign, if there is a 6, 8, 12 house lord in the Aries sign, then this eclipse is going to give you some problem or the other. Otherwise, it is a very smooth sail. Trinal lords, or the lords of the Kendra, that is the angular houses, any of the planets or any of the lordships, which are not 6, 8, 12 rulers, they are going to be giving you good results, believe you me. So don't worry about the eclipses. And if you're running through the Dasha of the 6, 8, 12 house lords, what can we do about it then? We have to do certain remedies. Remedies are to be done for the planets which are getting weak. So if at all you have any 6, 8, 12 houses ruler, which is also falling in this axis of Aries and Libra, then please do the donations related to those planets. Suppose it's Saturn, so donate something in black, something to the blind or the handicapped or the lame or the leper patients. So you have to do remedies as per your own horoscope, please. Don't follow blindly that, okay, I have to do this remedy, because it's a remedy that has been given by a particular channel or a particular, YouTuber who's very famous, and I must do this remedy blindly. No, Remedies are not to be done that way. You can't wear a gemstone and, because you are running through the dasha of a particular planet. Suppose Jupiter is the dasha lord and you're running the, Jupiter Mahadasha, and you will wear a yellow sapphire or a yellow topaz or whatever we call it. No, it's not like that. You have to do your remedies as per your horoscope. So if the eclipse, suppose you have a sun and moon eclipse in your natal chart also, okay? You have your planets in under eclipse, or the dasha lord, as a matter of fact. Suppose you are in the dasha of Saturn, and Saturn is coming in this Rahu Ketu axis, then definitely you have to do the remedy for Saturn, because it will give you troubles related to Saturn, that is your profession, your career. I will be sharing with you when the planets are there, and the eclipse is happening. I will share my insights on the same shortly. So firstly, I will share with you the Earth, the globe, how it is looking like, and where the eclipse is happening. Quickly, I will touch upon that. I'll share the screen, and then I will be jumping on to the planets, if are posited in Aries or Libra sign, what happens. Not the Libra I will be covering this time. I will be covering in the lunar eclipse. So you must also understand that the eclipses don't come solo. They come in, they are twins in a way. So on the new moon, sun is getting eclipsed, and on the full moon, after the new moon, the next is the full moon on the 5th, 6th. So that is the lunar eclipse. And you must also understand that the eclipses bring about some changes in our life, some churning in our life, and where it is happening is also very important. Because from the west, if it is the solar eclipse, from the west to the east it goes, and from when it is lunar eclipse, it's from the east to the west, Earth, astronomically. So it is very important to understand what are eclipses. Eclipses are astronomically proven phenomena as well. And so is astrologically, because the story of the churning of the ocean, and how the in Mohini avatar, Lord Vishnu came in, and sun and moon, they caught Rahu. Swarbhanu was seated in the queue when the of the gods, of the devatas, when the divine nectar was being distributed. And when sun and moon caught this Swarbhanu, Mohini actually slit him, because he had already consumed the nectar, and he did not want this Swarbhanu to consume, because he was a demon, and demons are the malefics, or the bad influences in us only. What are the senses, the 5 sensory, how we can control, how we can tame. So they're considered to be the negatives also. One must also understand that eclipses are actually, the guiding force also. They come here to guide us, or to remind us that if the sheen of the sun and the moon, the luminaries, can also be eclipsed, then who are we? We are just a particle of dust. So don't jump too much on your achievements. Don't think that you're a biggie, We are just a nobody, actually, when sun and moon, they don't have any identity. So just to remind us they are there, that, okay, calm down. You're not, you're just, here for a while. You have a return ticket. So don't think that, you're going to be, you can conquer the world, no doubt about it. But you should not have that, you stay grounded, just be down to earth, be humble, do for others, be charitable, and be kind to others. All right. So that's what these eclipses are. They are just trying to tell us that stay cool, stay calm. Okay. So don't dread eclipses. They are actually here to help us out only. They're the reminder calls. Okay. I also want to share with you that the previous eclipses that happened, so these are the culmination time, because in Aries, the eclipses have already taken place, but in Bharani Nakshatra. And also this has taken place in Swati Nakshatra. So when it is happening in Ashwini Nakshatra, so that means Ashwini is the Akrant Nakshatra for at least few months' time. because when it is happening in the movable sign, the effects are over a very brief period of time as compared to the fixed signs. All right. Now, solar eclipse was on the 30th of April last year in Bharani Nakshatra, and lunar eclipse was in Taurus Scorpio, but Rahu Ketu were in Libra, Aries Libra. Lunar eclipse took place last year as well. Then in Kritika Nakshatra on the 16th of May. So as I said, they come after 15 days. Every 15 days they will be there if there is an eclipse. Now, the next solar eclipse which happened was in Libra, because it was with Ketu. So it was in Swati Nakshatra, and on the 25th of October. Now, 25th October that happened, that eclipse. Now this is the culmination time, because from Ketu now Sun is going to be in Aries. Instead of Libra, it is now in Aries. So this is a culmination time. You must understand. And lunar eclipse happened in Bharani last year on the 25th October. So it must be after 15 days after the solar eclipse. So you can calculate it. It must be somewhere in November. All right. So this is what, and now I'll be sharing with you the globe as to how the eclipse looks like. Okay. These are live sessions, so I hope you understand if there is a lag or something. See, the eclipse is happening in the Western Australia and Australia. So you must actually see that this is not happening in India, but it is not visible. But at least, we can say that this is the eclipse which is going to be giving us some important, see, it is 6 hours away when I'm making this video. So as I just said that, when it is the solar eclipse, sun always comes on from the west and passes over east, while the eclipse on the moon comes on from the east and passes westwards. Okay, so I will be making a separate video for the lunar eclipse, but this is a very important phenomena which I wanted to share with you, and it is happening in the movable sign. So eclipses actually, they what are the lasting impacts, that depends on which sign they are taking place. So it is not going to be lasting for that long because it is in the movable sign. So it will be for a brief time that the impact would be there. All right. So you must actually also see that you should not see the eclipses as negatives only. They are here to actually guide us and to bring us, or maybe, after the churning comes the, the positive energies also. So don't worry about it. It is going to be a very strong, but yet it is going to be a very positive one. So let me share with you the okay. So now let me write it over here. Eclipse over natal planets. Okay. Then I will be sharing with you the sign-wise predictions, which will be as for the ascendant. I'll share with you later. Okay. Now, if at all you have a sun in Aries, sorry about this. If you have a sun in Aries, so this eclipse will bring about a lot of churning in your life as far as your father's life is concerned, as far as government is concerned. If you are in authority, it might lead to name and fame also. So don't think that this is going to be a negative thing only. Also, this will bring about some change in your outlook, in your development, and also how you perform your tasks. So this is going to be a very positive one, in a way that you will be getting a lot of clarity as to how you can set your goals now, how you can look at the bigger picture also. And this is also going to be giving you some achievements right now. And also, if you are into politics or something, then this is going to be, again, a very exponentially growth period also. It's just that you have to be a little extra careful about your father's health, because whenever Rahu is over Sun, it impacts the father's health. Any which ways, mother and father's health, both. Okay, so you have to take care. Now, suppose you have a moon here. Okay, you have a moon here in Aries sign, and Rahu is transiting over your natal moon. Now, moon is our subconscious mind. So you might become very creative right now. Okay, you might be meeting people even more in a very emotional manner. You will be expressing yourself in a very emotional manner, and there will be a a reason to smile now. You'll find that reason to smile, and this will make you more practically imaginative. Some kind of initiation, some kind of creativity, will just happen, and it will just click, and you will just be very excited. And you have to eat right, though, because moon is food, and you might just eat junk food or something. So avoid during eclipses. You should keep yourself light. You should never eat too much, and you will pay attention to the business or your proposals that you're getting, or maybe there is an interview call that you're getting. See, you must also see moon from Aries is the ruler of the fourth house. So you might be thinking or contemplating on buying property. You might be traveling, maybe, moon is a traveler. You might be just thinking about travels. So this is a very positive thing to happen in your natal chart, in your birth chart I'm talking about. All right. Don't think that it is, don't take it as a transit moon. It is your natal moon I'm talking about if it's in Aries. Suppose you have a Mars in Aries. All right. Now, Mars is a very, it's a planet of urge. Energy. Now you will see that there is a path which is opening up because it's in the Aries sign. Any which ways, it's the ruler being Mars himself, and there's an exchange between Mercury and Mars also, as you know. So this is like a progression period. Now, see, I'm not talking only positives. There are negatives also, but you must understand that there are positives also of eclipses. So this will be a time of progression, expansive energy to think, what is my path of action? How I should assign my self to achieve those? How I should just be on that right track now? How can I be a positive person now? How can I tame that anger, the temper that I'm losing? So all these will be running into your mind because you're going to be thinking about it. It's going to be actually after the eclipses are over, it's the illumination time. Sun and moon, they just shine after that, and you will find them shining brightly. So this is also a time that you will choose your own direction, and you will just try to, do things in under pressure, because there will be a lot of work, a lot of initiation. So you have a lot of work to do. And also, Rahu Mars combination I've seen gives, you're prone to accidents also. So be careful about that as well. And you become very dominating during this time. So control that dominance, try to, just be more friendlier. Over enthusiastic, that is also quite possible. So be careful about your over enthusiasm, overconfidence also. But definitely it will be giving you that behavior, that temperament to achieve the goals now. You're getting that energy now. Coming to Mercury, suppose you have a Mercury in your natal chart, and Rahu is transiting over there. That is Aries sign. So this is a very positive one for sudden changes, because Mercury is retrograde also. It is about communication. So suddenly, and Mercury is communication, business, trade, commerce. So right now you will see that there are, if you are into investment speculation, so right now you will feel that there is a lot of fluctuation that you're going through at the business front and your investment front. You will find that the markets are also fluctuating when Mercury is retrograde rapidly. So there can be change of job, travels. You can be connecting with your relatives right now, also because it's the sixth house ruler also. But communication, that gap that you had, now you're going to be filling it up also. In case you have any kind of communication pattern, now you will be changing that as well, because Rahu is a change also. Rahu deviates from the path. So it might just bring about some changes. You might feel a little fatigue because it's the 6th house ruler in the Lagna. So and it's retrograde in the sky also. Mercury is retrograde also. So this will bring about a lot of energy. Depletion also. Stamina is actually depleting. So you have to really work hard on yourself, eat right, sleep on time. And there can be that you are going to be having some kind of relationship issues, or you're sorting out things with your neighbors, with your friends, or with your siblings, as a matter of fact, younger siblings. So this is a very positive time. And you will be more, now your intellectual pursuits are going to enhance. You might learn something, some new language. You might start educating yourself. You might just take up some course. All that is also quite likely. So this is positive only, actually, mostly it is positive, just that you have to take care of your health during this time and eat right. Suppose you have a Jupiter, and now Jupiter is returning also over your Jupiter. So this is a very positive time. I must tell you, this is a very positive time for financial growth and for your philosophical or educational growth or knowledge acquiring growth. So this is a very, very positive time for you, and you are going to be having a very balanced approach towards everything. Now you're going to be having some kind of changes in case you have been thinking of moving away from the place where you are, progeny, childbirth, travel plans, all that is going to enhance. It's because both the planets are enhancing energies. So you will gain a lot of popularity also. You're charming, you're just, trying to, because Rahu charms others. Rahu is a Casanova also. I've seen people with this kind of combination. So Rahu is a negative impact, but, Rahu significations, they don't suffer. But Jupiter signification, they do suffer, because it's it's like a negative and a positive coming together. So it's equals to negative. So you have to also be very generous. Start doing some charities if you want good results, because Jupiter is the ruler of your 12th house also. Charities, get connected with the foreign lands, foreigners, and there can be that you are going to be very ambitious also during this time. You'll suddenly feel that, you want to take care of your surroundings, your partner. You want to connect with your partner. If at all you're looking for a potential partner, so this is if you're solo, so this is going to be giving you a potential partner also. And this is also, there's a likelihood that you gain weight, because Jupiter in the first house, transiting Jupiter, as well as that Jupiter which is there in the natal chart with Rahu also. So you might just become little fat, if you're wanting to become fat, so it's a good thing. But if you are trying to shed some weight, so this might be the little difficult time for you. Okay. And this is also going to be enhancing your luck factor. Rahu and Jupiter together will enhance your luck factor for sure. Coming to Venus, suppose you have a Venus in your, Aries sign, and Rahu is transiting there with the eclipse happening in that zone. So this is actually the love, the romance, everything is going to be quite disturbing for you, because this will bring about some complications and in relationship, because it's the 2nd and the 7th lord after all. In the natural zodiac also, this is a Maraka. Venus is the Maraka planet. So when it is in the first house, it is just going to be, though it protects also, because it is, but Ketu is there in the Libra sign. So you must understand that this might bring about some complications in your relationship. So you have to figure out, you have to sober down, you have to understand, you have to be very harmonious. You have to put little extra effort to be harmonious with your partner, because this might bring about some unstable relationship. But it is for financial growth, very good. It is going to be bringing, see, for material growth, it's a good thing. But for well-being, for for the jiva, it is not a positive transit. So in relationship, you will have some issues, but in financial growth, it is a good thing. Why? Because 2nd lord is in the first house, that is Venus. So which is very positive for you. So you will have money, but you will have problems in your relationship. So you have to be a little, more careful about your relationships now. Okay. Also, Saturn will, if suppose, is there in your natal chart in the Aries sign. So this becomes the place where he debilitates. Saturn is losing Digbala also and is debilitated also, and Rahu, to top it all, is going to be transiting over here. So whatever job that you're doing, because it's the 10th house and 11th house ruler also, whatever job, whatever profession you're in, so don't expect too much of growth or acknowledgement from the seniors or the bosses. This might bring about some disappointments at the place of work, but at the same time, being the ruler of the 10th and the 11th, it might just let you know who's who. It might give you that clarity now, okay, that, okay, I don't have to fall prey to the outsiders or the people who are very close to me. You're very attached to those people, but they only cheat you or they only backstab you. So you will get that kind of a clarity also. And you will be, actually learning your lessons now well with this eclipse in over your Saturn. Eclipse is happening over Saturn means it is happening over the Karma Karak. So it's the Aries sign where the eclipse is happening. So just go back and see what happened last year when it was, in the Aries sign in Bharani Nakshatra though, but it was in the in the month of April, 30th of April last year. So how things were, you will get to know, you will get that clarity if you have a Saturn in the Aries sign. So this will be the time when you will face a lot of issues, problems at the place of work. And you will also look for security. You will look for security, and your general stamina, your confidence level might just come down a bit. So be more methodical. If you are organized, methodical, then things are going to be working fine. But the moment you lose track, being lazy and procrastinating, then things will fall apart. So you have to be, and this brings about spiritual growth also, mind you. This is going to be bringing about some spiritual growth as well. Now, suppose you have a Rahu here and you are having an eclipse here also. Now, Rahu is actually, this is a culmination time. When Rahu is there over Rahu, it is a very powerful, it's a Rahu return after all. So you will actually be very cautiously making decisions now. What should I do? What should I not do? Suddenly you will become more aware and more careful about the experiences that you have had in the past, maybe. So because it's a Rahu return, it happens only after 18 years. Every 18 years, Rahu comes over its own place, the same spot. So if you're born with a Rahu in the natal chart in Aries, and now there's an eclipse here. So it is going to be triggering those facts now. Okay, I have to do things fine. I have to take care of my children. I have to take care of my family. I have to, plan everything well. You might just be getting into some occult sciences or something which is very different from the league. You will be learning something very unconventional now. The thinking of, because you're going to be looking for that exciting things in your life now. Okay, philosophy is also very different now. You will be talking very differently. So be generous, be friendly, be sociable, do for others, and just take care of your reputation. You have to be very cautious about your reputation here. And if at all, Ketu is over Ketu. Let me say Rahu is over Ketu now. This is the inverse return. Okay. If at all you have a Ketu in the Aries sign. So this will bring about some kind of issues related to your relationship. And it is also a combination of accident. You're accident prone. So be careful. Headaches can happen. There are certain obstructions that you might just go through in every task that you take up and pick and choose. And you will maybe, you might just complicate certain things. You're not taking things very easy. You have to be very, you aspire for bigger things, but you're not getting that. And suddenly, you're materially spiritual. It's not spiritually material, but you're materially spiritual during this phase. especially. So you have to actually check, keep a constant check on your confidence level, whether you are doing things in a very confident way or not. How is your speech? What are you speaking to others? How you're communicating? You have to keep a constant check. Just watch your words when you're conveying something to others. It might just, not be conveyed properly, or there can be that people don't understand you well. It could be that, you're saying something and people understand something else, or you are actually not saying what you actually are feeling inside. That is also quite possible during the eclipse time, especially. Bring up your aspirations, gear up, pull up your socks. It's fine. Don't be underconfident. Be confident. Okay. Don't be overconfident. Whatever you do, you have to be strong enough. Please worship Lord. You should worship Hanumanji, because it's the Mars sign where the eclipses are happening. So you must do it. You must actually perform some rituals also, if at all you're thinking of growth. So you will, and the peace that you're looking for also. Okay, so that will help you. So now we will be doing, so now in the lunar eclipse, I hope I have covered all. I covered Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, and Venus, Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu. Okay, all 9 I covered. Now in the lunar eclipse, I will cover the Ketu thing. If Ketu is in your Libra sign, and the other planets are there, if at all you have any planet in the natal chart, then how it impacts you. Okay, so let's start with the, let me just, okay. I'll just be sharing with you the sign-wise prediction now. One sec. Okay. Let me just share the screen. There you go. Okay. All right. I hope you can see this. So let's start the predictive for the Aries natives. This is what we will do. One second. Okay, yeah, we reached. All right. So let's start with Aries natives. All right, for Aries natives, this transit of Rahu in the first house has been since last 1 year, and the eclipse has taken place earlier also. So please go back and see what happened last year from 30th of April 2022 for the next 2 months. How was that transit for you? You have to check that for sure. Now here it is happening in your first house. So this is going to be giving you a lot of encouragement now to do take up new things, new challenges. And as it is, you have Mercury also there, and Mercury is turning retrograde the very next day. So this is definitely going to be enhancing your communication skills. You're going to be looking for something new. You're looking for some future prospects also. This is going to be triggering certain things very rapidly now. So you have to be, you assume very that, you're very hardworking, and, you're putting a lot of effort, but nothing is happening. You feel that. But this eclipse is going to be laying foundations now, how you can grow yourself, how you can do better. And please worship Lord Hanuman, because, this is a Mars's sign, and there's an exchange between Mercury and Mars also. So we consider Mars being there. So take care of your health, take care of your headaches, eat right kind of food, don't have spicy, oily foods, because this might give you some problems. You might feel lot of burden on yourself while performing duties. You feel that I'm just doing too much. I'm not getting the accolades or the acknowledgements. So that is something that, you will experience. And there can be certain setbacks also because of but you must see if at all you have in your natal chart, if you have a Mercury there as well, if you have Mars there or a Jupiter there. So 6, 8, 12 house Lord, if at all, that is something which is, forming a connection with this eclipse. So then this is going to be giving you some complications in health or with people, communicating with people. So, and if you are in the Dasha of the 6, 8, 12 house Lord, so that is Mercury, Mars, and Jupiter, either of these subperiods also. So the predictions are as per the ascendant moon. Let me write it here only because then people will say that ascendant, moon, and Dasha sign. Suppose you are in the Dasha of Jupiter, and Jupiter is posited in Scorpio, suppose. So make Scorpio your first house and then see where this transit is happening. It's happening in the 6th house. The eclipse is happening in your 6th house. So you have to take care of your health any which way. So see here, Scorpio reading also. Now, when, in the first house, the problems in life seem to be very much concerned with self. Okay. And you will always be, thinking about how you can get recognition, how you can get get efficient. So that is something that you will be experiencing during this time. But the eclipse is not bad if at all 6, 8, 12 houses are not involved in your first house. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Taurus. Okay, let me write. Now, suppose you have a planet in the 12th house, maybe if you have, it's happening in your 12th house. So if you have Venus, Jupiter, or Mars also in this Aries sign, then this transit will give you some complications here and there related to your health, related to your travel, related to your business, related to your work. So you have to be careful. So you might just in the, when it is happening in your 12th house, so this might just bring about some, disappointment and dissatisfaction with regards to vocation, your work. And it will bring about, because Saturn is also looking your Saturn is your 10th lord, it's also looking at the eclipse. So this might bring about some changes in your performance. It might just bring about some complications related to your work and your work environment. So you have to be a little extra careful about your relationship with your bosses and your team that you're working for also. And this is also going to be giving you some, you have to make some sacrifices also. It is also going to be giving you some, you're handicapped. You're just tied up. You feel that you're not given that chance to also prove yourself, your caliber. So you feel quite uneasy because of that. You have to learn to preserve your health. You have to be careful about your health also during this time. And this is going to be giving you some future prospects related to overseas. Maybe you're going to be traveling overseas, or because Venus is there and Saturn is there in the Kendra. So it might bring about some changes in your career also. And for student natives, it's a very good time for traveling overseas. Quite likely that they will be. Okay. Just do the remedies related to Venus, and you will definitely do well. So Venus remedies means you can donate some rice to people who, you can put them with you, and on the eclipses time, you can just donate it the next day on the 21st. Okay. And change the time zones also. Coming to the next sign, that is Gemini. So for Gemini natives, this eclipse is happening over your 11th house, very positive for you. Any which ways, 11th house is the house of development also, gains also, friends also, money, income. So all that is going to be giving you some elevation, and you're going to be doing, materially well. But it does give you some complications related to your relationship with your partner, with your siblings. It might just bring about some, maybe, you have some problems in your friendship. But at the same time, you will be putting the effort. Your endeavors are going to be paid off. This is a very positive time for you to get the opportunities and the doors opening in your life, and you're going to be really, flourishing. Maybe you're traveling also. This could bring about some travel plans culminating, because Saturn is the luck lord in the luck house, being the 8th house ruler also, but still it is looking at your 11th house. So this is definitely going to be giving you some elevation. Also look at your body parts, lower limbs, lower body parts, because it might just give you some pains in your lower body parts. So take care of your health for that reason. And financial benefits may result from the affiliation with the people that you move around in, the society you move around it. Maybe, you will get somebody in your life who will guide you through, and you just start making money because of them. Or maybe some overseas income also on cards, because there is a Lagnesh, and Mars's exchange is also there. So this is definitely a very positive time for you. Please chant Ganesha chants, and that will help you. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Cancer. For Cancer natives, this transit, that is the eclipse, is happening in your 10th house. So 10th house definitely will give you a lot of workload. You're going to be now overloaded, and it will give you public recognition also at the same time. You might be thinking of going away from your place where you are working, or maybe, you're planning to shift out, because the 10th lord, which is Mars, is your Yogakara Graha in the 12th house. And there's an exchange between Mercury and Mars. So you are planning travels within the span of 2 months' time, because, 2-3 months, this eclipse is going to be giving the impact. So you are already in that mode where you are thinking of a change of job, change of place. And also it is quite likely that you are going to be neglecting your family, or moving away from your family and moving overseas, quite possible. And your public life is going to be actually very active now. You're going to be meeting more people. You're going to be meeting some leaders also, some influential people. You're going to be getting those you're having those ties with those people now. Plan a sound expansive program, how you can expand. You must plan everything well. And also you must have some, you can ask for the promotion, the remuneration, increase in remuneration. This is also quite possible for you. Okay. And see, work conditions are going to be improving only when you are having that kind of rapport with others. So for that, you have to put effort, because Mercury is turning retrograde. Mercury is your 12th lord. Mercury is also your 3rd lord. Communication. So there can be some communication gap with the workers, or it could be that your bosses are not understanding you. There are a lot of clientele that you're getting from the overseas, or connection with the overseas people is going to enhance and upgrade also. And as far as your education is concerned, as far as your travel plans or change in job is concerned, this is the right moment. You should avail this, and this is going to be definitely working through the next 3 months' time. Don't use Ashwini Nakshatra if you are picking and choosing any kind of auspicious timing, even if it is an auspicious graha for you. Okay, I mean the nakshatra for you. All right. And as far as the legal matters are concerned, the legal matters will definitely get sorted, because your Jupiter is going to be transiting here as well, and looking at your 6th house. So 6th house is under control. Mars is looking at the 6th house, and there's an exchange. So there can be that you are not doing the documentation properly. There can be a miss here and there. And you can do the amicable or the mutual reconciliation also. This is a good time. If you can do it, it'll help you. Okay, coming to the next sign. Thank you for telling me what all is to be covered. Thank you. Coming to the next sign, that is Leo. So for Leo natives, this eclipse, is very important for you, because it's happening in your 9th house. And I've seen, father's health suffers, or mother's health suffers whenever there are eclipses. So in the ninth house, you might be thinking of a change, travels, and it will give you a lot of philosophical and religious ideas. You will be solo, single, alone, and you'll be thinking about all these things only. How, I can improvise on myself, how I can be spiritually growing, which spiritual leader I should follow. All those things will be there. And how you can grow spiritually, how you can help others grow spiritually also. So all that is going to be actually always on your mind these, at least for 3 months, the next 3 months, which are very crucial and important, because it's the ninth house after all, where the eclipse is happening. Long travels, journeys, higher learning, expansion, all these are the keywords for this transit of yours. Be creative, be self-expressive, and if at all there is somebody who is not helping you, don't get disheartened. Don't disregard the other person's feelings. If at all you feel that, if you don't have an eclipsed sun in your chart, because Leo sign people have to see if they're born under eclipse, if you have already got a sun there or Rahu there in Aries sign, or anywhere, especially in the trine, if you have, in the Lagna or the 5th house or the 9th house, then this eclipse is definitely not favorable for you. Favorable for travels, favorable for connecting with people. And if at all you have any plans, they might just backfire. So you have to be repeatedly, working on those as well. And don't disregard your siblings or your, the people or the religion, as a matter of fact. Okay. So this might bring about good changes for your children also, and for as far as your legal matters are concerned, they might just aggravate. So don't get involved in anything which is, legally not correct. So road rage or anything where you lose your temper. So all that you have to be taking care of. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Virgo. So this eclipse for Virgo natives is happening in your 8th house. So 8th house will bring about health issues. So you have to be very cautious about that. 8th house is the house where, you find your purpose of life. So suddenly you will feel that, something will come in the forefront, and you will definitely be getting some kind of, rejuvenation. You will get the clarity now, because it is, after all, the eclipse. And eclipse, after this happens, you get clarity. Sun illuminates after the solar eclipse, remember. So this is going to be giving you a lot of clarity about the affairs which are under wraps, or the affairs which you're not clear about. You will get that clarity now. And if at all you are having any kind of emotional blockages, they will also open up. And if you feel that you're having a lot of emotional turmoil right now, so this is actually going to end only after the lunar eclipse gets over. So the cycle will come to an end, and you will start feeling better. And in case you have anything which is lying kept secret, so that might also reveal. So be careful about that as well. Any legacies, money matters. So this transit is not considered to be that favorable for you. Also, there can be some awkward position related to other people's money. So be careful about when you're going to be handling other people's money. Take care of your health, because, there is a lot of energy in your 8th house. Some chronic disease might just come up, and anything because 7th house is also afflicted, because Saturn and Rahu are on the either side. So you might just be feeling very low in your relationship also. Don't get involved in any kind of litigation, loans, debts right now. It's not the right kind of period. And also this might bring about some changes also, going to the overseas countries, we have to see 8th house connection also. So that's a very strong probability, because there are not many planets in the 8th house of yours. So this is going to be bringing about some change also in your life, for sure. Coming to the next sign, that is Libra. And for Libra, this is in the 7th house of public image of yours. So this is definitely a very positive time. You will overcome a tendency to go alone. Now you will be actually working with others, working for people, working with people. Okay, so this is definitely a very positive time for you, for your public image. You will upgrade your public image also, going for education, meeting people, enhancing your skills. All these are the keywords for this seventh house transit. And transit through seventh house also, you become a public image, or you have a public personality. People will start liking you very much, actually. And it will also bear very favorable fruits, because it is going to be bringing about a potential partner in your life. Business potential, if you have to go ahead with, it's going to enhance. And also, if you see, if there is no affliction in your chart, in your seventh house, maybe, if you don't have a Mars or a Rahu already, or a Ketu there. So this is definitely a very positive time for upgradation also at the place of work, and also initiation of new business, definitely new things are going to start now. And start communicating with people, actually, this will help you. And you will get all sorts of cooperation from others. People will support you and will bear favorable fruits also in your business, okay, in your trade, in your business, in your court cases, in case you're going through some legal proceedings. That will also bring about some positive energy to you. And a deep understanding will also be there, about others. So when you start understanding others, you grow, you understand yourself also better then, how you can have that kind of bonding with others. So that is going to upgrade you yourself also. And Jupiter and Venus, till the time this eclipse doesn't get over, they are, on the either sides of the seventh house, where they are actually holding this eclipse well. So the eclipse is being, tamed by Jupiter and Venus. The energy is the negative energies. And after a couple of days, we have Jupiter transit, and we have Akshaya Tritiya also. So this is a very positive time, though Sun being exalted is in the descendant sign. It's in the sign of its setting, it's setting there, west. So Sun is losing its power. The Sun is not a positive graha as it is, for Libra rising people, because, Sun debilitates in Libra. But at the same time, when it is eclipse, so this is going to upgrade you. This is going to uplift you because it is the 11th house ruler, and it is under eclipse zone and in the descendant house. So this is actually minus plus kind of a situation for you. So change coming your way for sure. So upgrade yourself, get connected with the people who are going to be uplifting you. Only mix with people who are going to be uplifting you. Don't just be with people who are bringing you down. And Mercury is turning retrograde. Do the documentation, if at all you have to, carefully reread everything well. So that will help you because Mercury is your 12th lord also. So travel, 9th lord also, your Bhagesh is turning retrograde. So maybe there are certain reversals in your life. You're traveling, you have to redo your tickets, you have to redo your documentation, your visa, etc. So do it before Mercury turns retrograde, though Mercury is stationary when this transit is happening. Anyhow, everything will be fine. Don't worry. Coming to the next sign, that is Scorpio. So for Scorpio natives, this transit and the eclipse is happening in your 6th house. And 6th house is how you can serve others. It's a house of service. So you might just be thinking something out of the box now. You are going to be doing something very differently now. You're not going to be following the conventional path. Okay, now you are going to be expanding yourself, how you can expand your work, how you can expand the service that you have to do for others, how you can be helping others to expand and gain that kind of knowledge that they are not having. So you are actually not for your personal interest, but for others' interest, how you can upgrade them. That is something which is going to happen now. So you should take care of your health, your physical checkups. You should take care of the wellness of your people you're working with. You have to take care of your family also. So all these are going to be giving you a lot of upgradation in your life indirectly. Okay. So if not directly, but it is going to give you indirectly some improvement in your life also. And in case you are into some kind of partnership business or anything to do with your job, so this is going to be bringing about some upgradation there as well. change in job, if you're looking for, that is also coming your way. Just be little extra cautious about the court cases or the loans that you have taken. Just lie low. Don't take any loans right now. You can avoid, you can defer, or you can postpone. Maybe, there can be some issues in that it might get delayed, or it can be that you're not getting that kind of support from your uncle, your aunt, with whom you are involved in a business. That's also quite possible. But at the same time, this is a very good transit. If you take care of your health, you're going to be losing weight if you're gaining weight. So this is a positive thing that, yeah, but organize yourself, because this is the house of Virgo in the natural zodiac. So you have to be very particular and very, meticulous about doing things, and organize yourself well, so that you actually, that methodical approach will help you grow. Okay, so follow that right path, follow the routine, and you will get all the success. And people will actually come and support you also, because the Lagnesh is also forming an exchange with this Mercury. So that is Mars. So Mars from the 8th house is switching places and coming to the 6th house, and Mercury is going to be in the 8th house when we talk about exchange, parivartana. So Mars is in your 6th house. So this is going to be helping you upgrade yourself, workout, sportsmanship. You're going to be getting involved in some sports activity also. So this is definitely very positive. Be generous, be helpful to others, and you will definitely sail through this phase as well. Because eclipses, have been actually, fed in our heads so much that they are negative, they're negative, they're negative. But they are here to illuminate ourselves. Remember, when there is darkness, only then you will get to know what is the meaning of the light. So this is the darkness which is coming to help you understand and differentiate between the darkness and the light. Okay, so it's going to be illuminating that zone wherever you feel you are not getting that confidence, you're not getting that kind of energy. So now it's going to be giving you that. If you are just on the stagnancy, you're not working out, you're not able to do anything. So now everything will start gaining that momentum. Don't worry. Coming to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. For Sagittarius native, this is eclipse is happening in your 5th house zone. So 5th house is the house of children, house of romance, house of creative energies. So this is the time when you need to be more intense, or more, you can become very intense, and it can bring about some new relationship also. You will get to know what exactly is this person like. Maybe somebody from the last year, you quit with, you broke up with, might just come back, because last year April this eclipse happened, and then it was on the 25th of October that this eclipse happened. So you're actually on that tone now, wherein everything might just come back. Physical relationship, emotional bent of mind. There can be that you go through that pain again, maybe, or you get rid of it completely. I don't want to be in this rut. I want to come out of it. So all that is going on in your head, and you don't want to be misunderstood, or you should not misunderstand the other person also. Give it some time. And with children, childbirth, this is going to trigger all that, but this can bring about some complications in the delivery, or it can be wrong timing to conceive also. So see if you can defer it or postpone it. But at the same time, it is going to be giving you a very sharp child. The child becomes very sharp, or maybe an astrologer in the future. So that's quite possible. And the children born during the eclipses, they have a very rough life. They go through a lot of upheavals, but ultimately they really flourish towards the, after the, it's said that after the 2 cycles of Rahu return, Rahu Ketu return, things start falling in place. You get that clarity after that. So don't worry, because, whenever there are Rahu Ketu axis predominant in the horoscope, in the sky, then eclipses will happen, okay, in that zone. So here it is Aries Libra axis where the eclipses are happening. So this is like, bringing about clarity about your friends, about the people you move around in, the circle, the community you move around in. So you're going to be getting that kind of clarity now. Okay. So now you're going to be very creative also. You're going to be blending those uniqueness, that quality that you have, no? So you'll be blending all that, and you will be getting upgraded. Maybe at the place of work, you will be recognized, you'll be appreciated, and you will be getting all those accolades also. Saturn is also looking at this zone. So this might bring about some clarity about your relationships also. You will be very disciplined in whatever you do. So this is definitely a very positive time. And it is going to be looking at your fifth house. It is in the fifth house, looking at your Lagna, looking at your ninth house also. So some travel plans also coming through in case you're planning to. Even some new potential partner might just come into your life if you're solo. Coming to the next sign, that is Capricorn. So for Capricorn natives, this eclipse is happening. Sorry, one sec. Thought I'm writing. Okay, Capricorn. So these are live sessions, so just pardon me if at all there's a lag or something. So for Capricorn natives, this transit of Sun, Moon, Rahu, Mercury, that is the eclipse which is happening in your fourth house, is going to be bringing about some development now. You're going to be getting that kind of clarity as to you want to buy property, you want to sell property, or you want to stay where you are, status quo. All that you will get the clarity within the span of 2 to 3 months time for sure. It's not that the eclipses happen today, so it will happen today itself. Any event that has to take place doesn't happen on the very same day of the transit, remember. So it could be that within the span of the next 3 months, you will get clarity, change of residence, buying, purchasing property, selling of the property. All those decisions you will be actually working through. Some securities that you want, you're anchoring for, you will get that also. So this is something which you have to understand and forget and forgive, others and move ahead. This is that kind of a situation right now. And it is going to be a little unfavorable for your mother. Okay, so take care of your mother. And this is also going to be triggering your travel plans, because the 12th house is getting activated, and there's affliction in the Kendra, so it brings about travel plans. Whenever there is affliction in the Kendras, remember, especially in the fourth house, you're traveling overseas. When? That will depend on your Dasha. Okay. And also, you have a eighth house getting active with this, in the trine to this fourth house. So it's quite likely that you can have some health issues, or it could be that you get to know about what is the health issue that you're going through. You're not able to get the diagnosis done till now. So now you will get that diagnosis also the moment this eclipse gets over of the 5th and the 6th also of May. So then you will get that clarity. Okay, so this is a good transit for you, and it is going to be giving you some gainful decisions. It's definitely very good for student natives, for education, for joining any kind of club where you are getting assembled with your friends. Maybe every month you're thinking of. So that will culminate, that will actually work out. So coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. So for Aquarius natives, this eclipse is happening over your third house, and third house is the house of communication. Third house is the house of siblings. So this is going to be giving you a lot of clarity about your relationship, chemistry, and bonding with others. Who's who, what kind of communication gap you are having, how you can fill it. So that clarity you will get, because Rahu Ketu, whenever there are eclipses happening, they're here to actually illuminate us in the areas or the zones where you are having little less energy. So this is going to be enhancing the energy towards positive, making bold decisions, risky decisions, whatever you have not been able to. Now you will be making that decision also. You will be getting others into your life. You'll be incorporating a lot many new ideas. People will be helpful. Your own family members will be helpful. You might just be, teaching others, studying something, new subjects, acquiring knowledge, maybe, lecturing somewhere. All those things, are going to be really favorable for you. Also, travel plans, short journeys on cards. Avoid the eclipses on that very day. Don't. Maybe, in the next few days, you're planning already and you're going to be traveling for work, traveling for documentation, something that involves travels. Maybe, you're going to be getting into the partnership business. You're going to be thinking of relationship, ambitious, you career-wise, professionally, you're going to grow. There are certain domestic or social activities that are going to be enhanced now. So you're going to be mixing the life and work now. You're going to be mixing it. And you'll be starting something, some new ventures, meeting people. And, this is the triggering time actually to cultivate those ideas and, just take them forward. And also Saturn from the Lagna is also looking here. So there is a lot of energy in your third house. That means you're going to be making some solid decisions now. Okay, some strong decisions. And you'll be discussing about future prosperity, how you can grow, how you can sell off this property and buy another one. All those issues are also getting sorted now. Matters of small significance apparently are not to be neglected or overlooked, because if worked out properly, these may prove to be prosperous for your future. Okay. Coming to the last sign, that is Pisces. Pisces. For Pisces, this is the second house eclipse, which is happening in the second house. So this is a very, very powerful eclipse for you. Why? Because it is also going to be giving you some clarity about how you can park your funds, how you can invest, how you can make money out of money. If it is money, then you're interested in, how you can acquire that, how you can, figure out which is the right way to invest or which is the right way to make more money. So now you're going to be getting that clarity, actually, how you can be a good teacher, how you can be more, clear about your speech, your food, what food items you should have. All that you will be working out. Maybe you'll be taking up a diet plan. You never know. And also this is going to be giving you some possessions that you have. They might just grow, you might just buy more jewelry, buy more clothes, and there's a lot of lust for eating. So you have to cut down on that. Mercury being the ruler of your Kendras, that is 4th house, 7th house, this might bring about change of residence. This might bring about a potential partner in your life. You might just get settled. You might just get married. And also there is a lot of, physical endurance. You have physical endurance now, and that perseverance that is required. So you are going to be more successful only when you take the help or get cordial with your family members. Don't be judgmental. Just forget and forgive. Forgive and forget. Okay. And then move on. This is definitely a very positive time because Saturn from the 12th house is looking at this zone. So this might enhance and uplift you with the overseas people, overseas connection. This is going to upgrade you. And Rahu is on one side and Saturn on the other. And your first house is afflicted, or we can say hemmed between malefic. So you do feel claustrophobic. You don't feel like doing things. But this eclipse definitely is going to improve you, improve the circumstances you're entrapped in. It is going to be definitely positive for your own personal growth, for your spiritual growth as well. So just follow that strict discipline, that organize yourself, be more calm, be more careful about your health also. Follow that diet, follow that regime that you have missed out on. Everything will fall in place. Don't worry about it. Okay. And until and unless you have a Sun, Venus, Sun, Venus or Saturn in your second house, in your natal chart, this transit is not going to be that bad. Because if 6, 8, 12 houses ruler is in this Rahu Ketu axis, then definitely it is going to be bringing about some issues in these areas related to your disease, related to your money matters, and to your travels and your spiritual growth as well. All right. So this is what is the eclipse period like. I know I'm pretty late, but yes, because of my travel plans, everything is just back and forth. So I could not do the videos, and Mercury is also turning retrograde. So, everything is just, getting deferred. So just pardon me. I'm trying to do my best, whatever, I wish you all the luck and have a great eclipse time. Just lie low, eat less, drink lots of water. And you don't have to, do any more chants. Just do Hanuman Chalisa. Big chants you don't have to do. Simple Hanuman Chalisa, if you will go read or if you will recite, it will take care of all the problems that you're in. For sure, the blockages will open. All right. So don't worry, everything is good. And I don't give general remedies like that. I just don't distribute remedies because I believe every chart is totally independent and we must do the remedies as per your personal chart. So if you want to book a reading, book for June month because May is all packed and I'm traveling also. So I'm not doing any readings in May. If at all you've already got the slots, of course, you will get it. But only in June, the readings will open. All right. Stay blessed, everyone. Om Tat Sat.